My ex sabotaged every relationship after him. So I made him fall into his own trap. My name is Emma, I'm 27, and I used to think that once you break up with someone, the nightmare ends. But with my ex, Dylan, the nightmare didn't end. It evolved. Dylan and I were together for almost 2 years. He was charming. Disarmingly so. The kind of man who knew how to turn on the spotlight, pull you into it, and make you feel like you were the center of everything. For a while, I really believed I was the lucky one. He was thoughtful in the beginning, sweet texts, surprise visits with my favorite coffee, playlists he made, just for me. He listened, asked questions, made me feel seen. But that's how it always starts, right? The first red flag? He didn't like my best friend, Tasha. Claimed she gave him bad energy. Said she was too opinionated, too protective of me. At first, I brushed it off. They just needed time to get along. But slowly, he started sowing seeds of doubt. She doesn't really support you, you know. You deserve people who genuinely want to see you happy. I think she's jealous of what we have. I didn't even notice when I started pulling away from her. Then it was my clothes, too revealing, too boring, too colorful. My job, why waste your talent in that company? My laugh, you sound fake when you laugh like that. Piece by piece, he dismantled me. And I let him. When I finally got the courage to leave, I thought I'd won. That I'd broken free. I went no contact, deleted photos, changed my number. I even moved apartments. But I underestimated just how deep his need for control went. Every time I started dating someone new, things would go wrong fast. My new partner would suddenly grow cold. Or distant. Or randomly bring up some weird rumor they heard. One guy, Nate, even told me he heard I was a narcissistic control freak. I asked where he heard that. He shrugged and said, "It's just things people say." But who were those people? I began to suspect something. Then came the post. I was dating someone new, a genuinely sweet guy named Andrew. I'd posted a cute photo of us at a book cafe. A day later, I noticed a comment from a throwaway account. Interesting choice. Didn't think Andrew liked girls like that. What the hell did that mean? I clicked on the account. No profile picture. No followers. But the posts, oh, they were very specific. Vague references. Inside jokes twisted into insults. Quotes I'd said verbatim. It was him. Dylan. He'd been following me all along, not just stalking silently, but infiltrating every relationship after him, whispering poison into the ears of my new partners, behind a mask. I was livid. And then I got smart. If Dylan wanted to play games, fine. I'd play better. So I built the trap. I created a fake profile of a girl named Chloe. Young, flirty, slightly naive, but ambitious. I filled her feed with books, coffee, marketing content, things Dylan was known to love in a woman. I followed his pages, commented on his tweets, laughed at his jokes, dropped clever compliments in DMs. He bit hard. Within 3 weeks, they were messaging daily. He told Chloe that his last relationship had been with a manipulative woman who tried to control him. The audacity. The projection. I played dumb. Listened. Flattered. I sent selfies, stock photos of an influencer who looked just enough like someone Dylan might fall for, but not famous enough for him to recognize. Then came the next step. Chloe told him she had an ex who stalked her. That she worried he'd judge her for having baggage. Dylan, of course, said all the right things. Said he hated men like that. Said he wanted to protect her. Ironic, right? I waited a few more days and then suggested a video call. I knew he'd say no. He made up an excuse. Camera's broken. Weak Wi-Fi. I acted understanding. But I knew he was hooked. Then I made Chloe tell him, "You're so different from the guys I've dated. It's refreshing. Honestly. I feel safe with you." He ate it up. That same day, I scheduled the drop. I made a blog post, anonymous, carefully written, full of screenshots from his burner account, comments he'd left on my old posts, DMs he'd sent to Chloe talking about me. I didn't mention names, but anyone who knew him would know it was him. I posted it. Shared it with a few friends. Let the internet do the rest. But that wasn't the best part. The best part was when Chloe ghosted him. He panicked. Sent desperate messages. Then angry ones. Then pathetic ones. At least tell me why. I thought we had something real. Then radio silence. I watched as he spiraled. One of his mutuals shared the blog post. It started spreading in our city's little creative scene. I know for a fact a couple of women he was talking to cut him off immediately. One girl posted something like, "Funny how the manipulator cries when he gets played." Poetic, right? Dylan eventually figured it out. Maybe it was the writing style. Maybe it was the silence. Maybe it was just his ego refusing to accept that someone could beat him at his own game. He sent me an email, long, angry, full of fake moral outrage. "You really are toxic. No wonder every guy leaves you." To which I replied, "Correction, they didn't leave. You pushed them away." And I just held up the mirror. He hasn't contacted me since. Now, I'm with someone who knows the real me. Someone who doesn't listen to shadows whispering from the past. And as for Dylan? Well, let's just say the next time he thinks about sabotaging someone's future, he'll remember the day he got played by a girl named Chloe.